Fellas, we already know the deal. Having babies with toxic women, it's a no-go. It's a non-starter.
And to the men, stop impregnating these dumbass bitches and then getting mad when she's an ultra dumbass bitch after she had a baby. You knew she was insecure. You knew she was abusive. You knew she was aggressive. You knew she was a dummy. What else? What else? She was already that before she got pregnant. Now, when she pregnant, she gonna be that times 10. She gonna be like Skeletor on crack. And then after the baby, now she got your ass. Now she got your ass. Everybody change after they have kids. Because in their head, they think, oh, well, I got them already. This person going to be in my life forever. So I can act however I want to. The bitch wasn't healed. So that's how she's thinking. If she's healed, she's not thinking that. The bitch not healed. So now she putting you through hell. You don't do what she want to do. She throwing you on child support. Now she doing all this extra. Now you want to cry later. Oh, I hate this bitch. Oh, I hate this bitch. I can't stand her. She won't let me see my kids. Da-da-da. That's your fault. I'm sick of y'all. Hold on. Y'all like to hold women accountable for the men that they choose. Now you know how it feels when you get you a dumbass bitch that puts you through it. I'm gonna hold your ass accountable. Stop getting these dumbass bitches pregnant. They put you through hell. I don't want to hear the crying later. I warned you.
Ain't that fair? Ain't that fair? Like if you walked into this, and I get it, right? You see that physically she looks like your type, right? Physically, it's all there. It's all there. All the packaging, it's right there for you. We have this innate, and I would say innate, we have this learned ability how to attract men. We know how to do that very well. We don't know how to be in relationships. We know how to end relationships. But we know the two things on either ends. We know how to look good. We know what men like. We've got enough data on that. It's been compiled that we're never beating those allegations. They got us pegged 100%. But we should have the wherewithal to understand all that glitters is not gold. If you allow her to open up her mouth, you allow her to talk for a little bit, you do a little bit of investigative journalism, you'll see, oh wow, we're not equally yoked. She would benefit from this come up. And this is coming from women, their accounts. A lot of them are moving with the idea, this is going to be a come up. This is going to be a come up. Right? When you see, and we'll go with the higher end sort of things when poking holes in columns like Drake. You have that happening, but you think that couldn't be me, but you may be Drake to someone else that's doing poorly. You may be the ticket that's going to help them in their life. When you recognize that disparity and you recognize that, and it's true, you can see that the way she moves, but the packaging looks great. So you lose your mind. You go in there, you have your fun, and you believe everything that's being said. This is a come up. She's absolutely right. We have to hold men accountable. We have to hold the line and say, yeah, it's very easy to put the blame on women and say, yeah, of course, we get it. You should choose better. You should have chosen better. This guy was a bum. Yeah, but what happens in those times, and we know plenty of men that happened to. He went on to be this and super accomplished, and where she's in the same place you met her. But now you have to now be beholden to her whims and how she wants to move, and she's toxic. And the people around her are toxic. It's fair when we blame women and say, you got to choose better. Men, you got to choose better. But listen, before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss new uploads. Still trying to do 2 a day. Still trying to keep the streak alive. Still trying to keep this train moving. So I think this is an important topic because it's an obvious thing. Very obvious thing. Very obvious issue. That putting the woman's side, right, we get it. Women, we often give them that common refrain. You need to choose better. You need to choose your baby, unfortunately, your baby daddies. We've made it very just normal. We've normalized you having a baby outside of, before you have a wedding, before you have a marriage. We made that okay. Before, back in the day, we used to hold a shotgun to the young man and say, you're going to marry my daughter. You got her pregnant, you're going to marry my daughter. Shotgun weddings were a thing. You got to make an honest woman. But marry her. Now, marriage is such a far off sort of ideal. It may be desired, it may be wanted, but first comes love, first comes marriage, then comes baby carriage. No, we've thrown that out. Now it's fine having a child because now there's a monetary come up out of it. especially when things get darker economically, things get more trying. Yes, it's an easy thing to say that, okay, boom, right? This would be the move. And you as a man who's supposedly made something yourself, you probably ignored that part of you that's supposed to wrestle and deal with your lust and understand how to control this, how to use it, how to direct that sort of energy you get from that lust in the right direction. So you see something that's glittering and you think this has got to be gold. And you go and enjoy yourself and you're thinking this is a come up, this is great, I'm having my fun, she looks great, everything I've ever wanted, and she's looking like, oh, this is a financial win. Even if I can't keep him, and we're very good at the beginnings and the endings, we're not really good at the keeping of one another, keeping relationships solid and healthy and continuous. So if I can get him here, I can get him there, right? Brittany Renner, made the play. After, broadcasting the playbook, she made the play. PJ Washington fell for it. Didn't matter how many people around him said, this is the ultimate predator. You don't go anywhere near it. You made the play. It doesn't have to be Brittany Renner. It could be Brittany from around the way. You're still going to get the same result. If that man has not controlled himself, if he's not mature, if he's not hip to it, if he's got more money than sense, yeah. And now what happens? You're with someone that is making your life a living hell through your son or your daughter. And men, we can only look at that and say, well, what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to help you? How are we supposed to correct this? Because there's nothing in now, after the fact, you want to sit here and try to analyze her mentality. It's too late for that. Now you're simply subject to it, subject to the whims. You're going to have to live with that and deal with that. So it's fair for her to come and say, no, you got to hold those men accountable. You want to lament and be upset. We all are going this with eyes wide open. We understand that the court system is not fair to men. That the court system will in attempt to even out the playing field, it will bankrupt you. It will pull enough money from you without looking and saying, well, what is your living conditions? What do you have to do? What do you have to live on afterwards? We'll consider things that aren't actually steady income. Oh, you get per diem here. You do overtime here. All these things can be considered. Not saying that that's the case, but it can be considered towards your income, towards why you have to pay more. Under the understanding that we want to make sure you can actually take care of the kid, but we're not looking at the level of quality of life of either parent. We're just automatically assuming that the mom would be a better one. This is the assumption. This is the knowledge that a lot of people willing to play the game go in with, and we go in there with our dicks. She's right to say, yo, man, you're accountable for this. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments. If you see videos on your screen right now, take a look at those. Let me know your thoughts about those and those videos. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, I think you should. We're trying to build something dope. I'll see you in the next one.